Chris is a U.S. Navy veteran working in Washington, D.C. as a systems engineer. Matt lives in New Jersey with his wife and kids and works as a software developer. Michael is a student and a U.S. Navy sailor who currently resides in Tampa, Florida with his wife and two children. In its simplest form, a project scope is all about parameters. Project scope should be a documented set of project boundaries, schedules, and major deliverables. Scope creep, sometimes known as requirement creep or even feature creep, describes how requirements tend to increase over a project lifecycle. One deliverable on a project will quickly become 5 or 6, typically caused by stakeholders with changing requirements. It can also be caused by requirement disagreements between internal project staff. Sometimes it's not a stakeholder's fault, but can happen when customers need an undocumented change. Here are some common reasons for what can cause scope creep. The easiest and simplest culprit to blame for scope creep is vagueness or poor understanding of the original project. When there's a lack of a clearly defined and a controlled project scope, the scope will change to accommodate new requirements. Stakeholders and clients may try to change the scope to get what they want if they sense that you lack experience or not a strong project manager and feel like they need to take control of themselves. While stakeholders may all want the same end product, their motivations may vary, and those motivations will affect what they feel should be prioritized during the project development, which can alter your timelines. Lack of customer involvement can prevent you from seeing when a project isn't going in the desired direction. Collaborate with your customers early and often, you run less risk of delivering something that they don't need or want. By working on unapproved features of a project team devotes time to the unauthorized changes. The work to complete these changes must usually be done within the original time and budget estimates, leaving less time for approved parts of the scope. That can mean unapproved features don't get completed and the end product is not what was chartered. Or it can mean that the time and cost overruns to finish the unauthorized parts of the project. Create a scope statement. Before the project begins, during the planning stage, create a statement that spells out the project and entire scope. Scope statement should be signed off by all stakeholders. This ensures that everyone is aware of the scope and expectations of the project. The project should not go beyond the agreed scope. Penalties, financial or other work. Some companies will accept the changes requested to a project, but charge a client extra for those changes. The company may say that changes can be made, however, the client must pay for additional hours of work plus a fee for the change. Make the changes later, as a new project request. In some cases, the changes requested may be able to be made at a later time after the project is completed. For example, a company may ask a client to submit a request for a new project once a current project has been implemented. Expect that there will be scope creep. Implement change order forms early and educate the project drivers on your processes. A change order form will allow you to perform a cost-benefit analysis before scheduling changes requested by the project drivers. Thoroughly review current project scope and vision. Institute and enforce a change approval process. Do periodic project charter reviews. Define your deliverables and have them approved by the project drivers. Deliverables should be general descriptions of functionality. Break the approved deliverables into actual work requirements. Requirements should be as detailed as necessary and can be completed using a simple spreadsheet. The larger your project, the more detail you should include.